Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Orla.
Good evening.
Thank you for moderating, John.
Absolutely.
Because I can't be in two places at once. So we're just waiting to see if anybody is going to join us tonight. Oh, here's Haresh. I don't know if Pia's with him or if she'll come in on her own. But at the moment, that's three of us, so that's good. We've got a trinity. Here's Sarupa. Hi, Sarupa.
Oh,
Maria.
No, for such a short time.
Sally, Angela, Olive, Elaine, Amala, and well, that's nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Marianne, hi. So I'm going to just wait in case somebody's clocked 2 minutes out, because I know Orla's computer is 2 minutes out, and I don't know how that works when it's connected to everything else, but there you go. So
it tells me that I've been live for 3 minutes and 47 seconds when I haven't. So you got to stay on your toes, you know.
At least you know you've been live.
Well, that's the thing. Can't complain.
That's the benefit.
Yeah.
That's the benefit. So tonight, John is going to answer a few questions. That's if he turns up. Hi, Amanda. He's going to answer a few questions, and then we'll do the Heartbeat 21. And then we will bid you farewell. So Srupa says her phone's out of time, even though it's connected. Well, I think that's because that shows you the fallacy of man-made time.
Yeah.
As opposed to sidereal time, which is star time, universal time. Hi, Tracy. Adam likes the schedule of the Q&A and then the exercise. So that's good. Okay, we've allowed 2 minutes for the 2-minute gap. So I'm going to go in and I hope you have fun. I'll talk to you all later. And we bid you welcome.
Welcome, John.
It is a pleasure to be having this conversation. I know there are a few questions that people want to have some answer about. Some of those answers you may enjoy, others you may not.
Okay.
It's all about the journey, do you see?
Yeah.
Very well. Let's begin with these also important questions.
Okay. So we have one question that has 3 parts, because they're all kind of similar. So the first part
Did this arrive from the Nicola?
No, actually, oddly, no. It was 3 different people.
Very well, we can relax.
Yeah. Part 1 is from Angela, and she wants to know, what is the significance of helping souls depart at this time?
None.
0.
None. Because she said at this time.
Yeah.
If you take away at this time, it's always significant to be assisting souls to depart.
Okay.
Sometimes the energy might be a bit more difficult than others, such as is occurring in your world at the moment. A lot of chaos, a lot of scrambling about the place, which is exciting because it's waking people up. You know, when you take things for granted, you go to sleep. Suddenly now, you got this individual making statements and claims, and we're not going to say who is good and who is not. It's not about that.
No.
But the point is, everyone is suddenly stopping and saying, goodness, so what is this all about? And when you got this kind of energy and souls are departing, sometimes it's not easy for them to leave the physical, particularly if they've been involved in the conflict or if they are conflicted within themselves. Any assistance to departing souls is always wonderful. At a time of stress and tension, it brings more light into your world to assist navigating the stress and the tension for those who are not choosing to depart.
Yeah.
Very good. Part number 2.
So part 2 of that is from Sarupa, and she wants to know, would having a column of light for departed souls in your home be beneficial?
No. No. If you are trained in the healing energy, yes, you can do this. If you are not trained in the healing energy of a particular situation, no.
Okay.
So, for example, those of you who participate in the healing, is not going to be a problem. You know to protect your space. You know how to take care of yourself, seal your energy field, etc. So most of you would be able to do this if you chose. Someone who is a novice, someone who does not know about sacred space, etc., etc. In that situation, they're opening their home to all kinds of souls walking about in the lower astral to come for a visit. Which, if you've got no idea what to do with them when they arrive, you cannot invite them to sit for some tea.
No.
They're going to do what you want them to do because you do not know what to do. It's very dangerous.
Yes.
So we would suggest no.
Okay.
Those who are trained, yes. Those who have not done any of this kind of a work, forget about it.
Okay. The third part is from Olive, and she's wondering that if you are sensing souls in particular locations, is it because they're still connected to that physical location of death, or is it something else?
First of all, it's not necessarily a negative.
Right.
So it could be because they are still connected and they're very happy to be connected and they do not want to leave.
Yeah.
If it's been a place of trauma, they may still not want to leave because they may be afraid of what is going to occur if they let go of where they are.
Okay.
Some may sense individuals who are ready to go, got no idea how to go, see the light of someone else, think if I kind of jump into the energy field, they will know what to do.
Okay.
What we would suggest in all situations is that you seal your energy field and you say to your guides, before you're going anywhere, the beginning of the day, you seal your energy field and you say to your guides, please guide me in what it is I need to experience. Then if you do not need to experience it, they can walk through you and you got no idea it happened.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Very good.
Very simple. Okay, that was that question. The next question is from Clara. She wants to know, is there any significance to having a memorial ceremony dedicated to the people after death? In Chinese or some other cultures, people will do ceremony every 7 days until 49 days, and also festivals like Qingming for the departed family members and ancestors.
Every culture used to have their own ceremonies and rituals. Not all cultures have retained them. The Chinese situation is quite interesting because it originated in the knowledge of clearing each of the 7 levels of being.
Wow.
If you recall, you got 7 of 7.
Yeah.
You got a guide and a teacher for each one. That's 49 guides and teachers, is it not?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Those of you who have studied the 7 spiritual truths will know the 7 planes of consciousness, they are called. We call them levels of being. It does not matter. The point is, you move through each of these, it means there's no residual energy for that individual as it moves over from one life before it begins to look for a second.
Wow.
All of these are a celebration of life as it moves and evolves. Do you see?
Yes,
So yes,
yeah.
it's very good that some cultures still honor such rituals.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
So the next question is a little bit longer. It's from Kelly. She says, the past 20 months, I've been experiencing very significant ongoing personal challenges with regard to workflow, financial flow, and home. I've reached out in myriad ways, taken tangible actions to connect to what I need. Moreover, working with Spirit and my guides, I also chose to transmute those ongoing challenges into opportunities every day for the past 20 months. The shift in my connection to Spirit, to a deeper understanding of and connection to those around me, and to greater responsibility for what I think and how I feel, the internal learning, healing, and growth has been enormous. However, I have yet to connect to what I tangibly need in terms of home and work and financial flow. Can you guide and advise me, please?
However,
Yeah.
I have failed to connect to what I think I need.
Right.
To what I want.
Yeah.
By going through the process that the Kelly has undergone, is shifted and changed her interaction and connection. It has not shifted and changed her expectations of a particular outcome. We are not saying they are wrong. We are not saying they are right. Now that she is where she is about letting go of the outcome she believes she seeks and asking through the deeper connection to be shown what is the next stage of her journey.
Yeah.
She will be quite amazed at what unfolds. And that applies to anyone. If you've been doing everything, you've been working hard, and your outcome is not occurring, it's because it's not your outcome.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes, definitely.
We will rephrase that. It's your outcome, it's not Spirit's outcome for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not about security. It's about life. And often when you are undergoing such a journey, because there have been experiences which have been exceptionally challenging, and the Kelly is aware of this for herself, without consciously recognizing it, there becomes a seed planted of what is necessary to feel safe, to feel secure. And sometimes those seeds are weeds that choke the ability to experience life with joy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Different outcome. Spirit has a different outcome. And it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one. Very good.
Excellent.
Very good.
Thank you. They are the questions.
Very good. Have used all of our time now?
We have used the 15 minutes for the questions, yes.
So perhaps our time is better than your time.
I'd say it's quite likely, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Very good. So now let us do our harmony. We ask, you can have your eyes open or closed, it's entirely up to you. We ask that you do not lay about the place or you fall asleep. but simply relax your shoulder, focus on your breathing, let go of the bits and pieces of your day, whether they've been happy or sad. And as you focus on your breath, we want you to imagine. So this is a visualization. We want you to imagine that when you inhale, you are inhaling spiritual light. It's not going into your body. You do not need it. You bring it in through your nose. As you exhale, so you breathe it out through your mouth. Not quite so strong as that. You breathe it out as a breeze. You bring it in as light. You breathe it out as a breeze. And now imagine that in front of you is an example of your planet. It's not the planet, it's an example of it. You could say it's in microcosm. The size of a ball that you kick about the place. You are not holding it, it's floating in front of you. And as you breathe in the light. As you breathe out, the breeze from you washes over your planet very gently. And as it does so, it transmutes energy. So now take a breath in, and as you breathe out a breeze that transmutes uncertainty into acceptance. With the next breath in comes the light. As you breathe out, it transforms fear into love. And with the third breath in, the light then transforms through you, and you breathe out light without shadow. Just continue to breathe as we have suggested. What occurs is that the first breeze is not going to get rid of uncertainty. However, it attaches to the uncertainty as a guiding light to help people relax and accept not what the events of your world, but that all is well spiritually. All that is occurring is part of a major shift and change. Do not fear it. So the second of transmuting fear to love attaches to the fear as love to enable gradually people to love more than they fear. It's a process. It's not instant. And finally, the light is seated in your world, working behind the scenes to lighten shadow, so that you can see shadow as that which is unknown, not that which is evil. Yes, there is evil, but not in this situation. Shadow that is unknown. That is all. And so the energy begins its journey. Whilst ever you look to your past, you cannot see your future. Certainty comes from issues of the past that are unresolved. Fear is fear that they may repeat. Light without shadow means that even if they do, you will always find your answers and your way home. All is well. All is always well. We thank you. Do not stop breathing, but you can stop doing the exercise. And we leave you.
Thank you, John. Hello.
Oh. Everything okay?
Everything lovely, yes. Very good.
Is everybody back? Excuse me. What do you mean, thank you, John? Thank you, Annam, for saying John and Helen and Ola. She got to the top of the class.
Top marks.
Any comments from anybody? Did anybody like the answers to the questions? The people that are here that asked questions, did you get an answer that you can work with? So that would be Olive, Swarupa, and Angela, and Clara. But I don't know if Clara's here.
I don't know if Clara's here, no.
Swarupa, was your question answered? I can't see any. That's like a whole study of answers. Is it? Okay, that's good. Olive, yes, it was great to get an answer. It clarified it. Angela? Is Angela? She was here.
Yes, she's here now, yeah.
A great answer. Kelly's question was also great. Yeah. She sent it to me first and I passed it on to so I shall be interested to see what how he responds to that one.
Yeah.
All right. Any comments, any questions, any insults, anything anybody wants to say? Everybody's going to sleep now.
Upsetting.
See, now John's gone, they don't want to talk to me. So.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I know, it's terrible. I feel totally rejected. Can we do this every week? No.
Nice try then.
Rupa wants to know if we can do this every week. No, we can't. But it was, yeah, it's always good, isn't it, when he guides us?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you could do the meditation every week, the exercise. John guided us to breathe and transmute uncertainty to acceptance, fear to love, and light. Oh.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Great. Great. Okay. All right. Well, if you've all done your dash and you've had enough, could listen to the answers every week. Yeah. And he'd be happy to answer questions every week as well. Yes. Moving at the moment, in the process of moving. which is why the place has got boxes and looks untidy. So my apologies for that, but there you go. Okay, well, thank you everybody for participating, and catch you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.